Alright, first things first. Let's calm down. Everyone, calm down. There's no alarming situation here. Apparently we are in the times. Again. There's some kind of virus, you know, going on. It's called coronavirus, which is kind of SARS 2.0. But eftupworld, what the hell? Eftupworld. Oh, I see what you did there. Well, that's kind of spiffy now, isn't it?
Hello. It's Joe again.
Well, look at you, Joe. Driving while flirting. Well, he's not flirting. This guy is a flirt, but he is not flirting right now because he's talking about something. Let's continue, shall we? It's gonna get interesting. I'm sure.
I wanted to talk about something that's gonna happen, possibly is happening, that is just not gonna compute with people. They're not gonna understand something that is happening.
Well, Joe, I'm glad we have you driving around in your car here with your special knowledge to release onto the masses. We're gonna get some real spiffy information, eh? I hope so.
So, in the Bible...
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really?
In Revelation, there's a specific thing that happens at a certain point in time. I'm not saying it's now. I'm saying that the coronavirus is a... In my...
Let me stop you right there, Joe. What about all the other doomsday scenarios that we had over all the centuries that never came to pass? But this one is different, right?
Opinion.
Well, opinion? It's not an opinion, that's a fact. All the other doomsday scenarios you guys came up with have never come to pass. Well, they came up, but we, you know, fixed them. I mean, haven't you read history books, or is this the only book you actually read? You didn't even read this book, did you? You just listened. I don't even care.
Is a very good candidate for what I'm about to talk about.
Uh-huh.
In the end of days, the very end.
The end of days. That seems a bit redundant. But hey, who am I to tell a woo peddler how to woo?
Before God's wrath.
Oh yes, the wrath of God. That's exactly what I would expect from an all-loving God. Well, not really. But hey, who am I to tell a woo peddler how to... Wait a minute, I already did that. Oh, Joe, do go on.
There's going to be things happening in the spiritual world that I believe are happening now.
Yes, quite indeed. It smells like the smell of horse shit. How quaint.
Things like people being sealed in their foreheads.
What? What are you looking at me for? I have no idea what he's talking about. Being sealed in your forehead? What the hell does it even mean?
The servants of God being sealed in their foreheads. And a war in heaven where Dragon is fighting with the angels that are holding back the four winds from hurting the earth.
For fuck's sake. What? The dragon is fighting the angels up in heaven to hold back the... What the hell are you talking about, mate? I mean, I can't even make that shit up. And I make a lot of shit up. You know, that's kind of my thing. Oh boy. Let me guess. A SpaceX dragon is gonna join the party soon?
That's all before God's wrath. And then when they get loosed...
I'm sorry, what? He's just making up words now. What the hell is that? Loosed? Loosed. Loosed? Loosed.
Ooh, I should have gone. When they get loosed...
Okay, wait. Okay, Google?
Hi, Ragical. Long time no see.
Yeah, well, you know, busy and all that jazz.
Sure you only call when you need something.
Well, not this time. Well, you know, can you tell me what, the word loosed means?
Well, it's not a word in English. WTF, who's doing the stupid talky bit?
Well, it's, eftupworld who's doing the stupid talky bit, so you know.
Oh no, not Joe. That fella is an utter dick flute.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway, it's a word in German, French, Italian, Norwegian, Spanish, and in your Dutch as well, Ragical. Do you want me to go down the list of those definitions?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Spiffy. Well, tell him off, will you? I'll see you around.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll see you around too, girl.
I think it's a third of mankind is wiped out.
Yeah, you know, I still don't understand you lot's obsession with the end of the world and the destruction of humanity. I mean, what the hell is that even? What are you doing? Why? Why are you doing? I mean, this is just weird. Seems like a really unhealthy obsession there, buddy.
And, it's pestilence and famine and plagues. And here's the thing that won't compute with people that don't believe this story. And I'm talking about people that call themselves Bereans, and they call themselves believers and teachers.
Can we just narrow it down to people in general? I mean, what are we doing here, Joe? Please don't tell me you're going down the definition of every human being and their occupation or belief system. I mean, oh.
But they're false prophets. They're false teachers. And they don't listen to the testimony of John, who wrote Revelation, and Daniel, who also had a vision of the time of the end. 2 visions of the time of the end.
Did you get to the good part yet, Joe? I mean, really, man. Come on now.
And very specific things happen in these visions, and one of them that happens in John's vision is that the people that get sealed, this is something spiritual, the people that get sealed with the seal of the living God in their forehead, they don't have the mark of the beast, and the other people have the mark of the beast. So there's the people with the mark of the beast, and the people with the seal of the living God. But at the end, at a certain point in time, there's going to be people that are getting a physical pestilence because of what they believe, because they have the mark of the beast, or they worship the beast and the dragon. Interesting thing that came up is the Pope got sick, I guess, and it would be interesting if the Pope got coronavirus, because it would shut up all you false prophets talking about the Roman Catholic Church and about all this old news garbage.
Well, Ragical, you provided a very valid rebuttal to this nonsense this guy is spewing. But let me take over for a moment there.
The beast in Revelation is the space station.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
And I didn't make that up. That's revealed by Enoch and John. But it's only revealed to those who have ears to hear it and eyes to see it.
And assholes to pull this shit from. And yeah, so NASA was a thing back in the day, and now the ISS is a demon in the space. Or what? A beast? Wait, ISS is Satan? Beelzebub? Lucifer Morningstar? What the hell is wrong with you, buddy boy? Also, you might have noticed I'm speeding up this guy. This guy just talks oats. Holy. It's just really annoying. Almost as if you shouldn't drive while flirting, or derping in this case.
So, not everyone's gonna understand that, but, if the Pope got it and died, I mean, I doubt that would happen, but if he didn't and he died, then nobody would be able to be saying their false, teachings about the Vatican and the Roman Catholic Church and all that. It's all false. That's what I'm saying. I'm making that statement here.
Yeah. Well, you know, you have the right God, I have the right God. You all can't prove shit. So, it's all the true Scotsman nonsense all over again. My God is better than your God because my God is the real God and your God is the fake God. Prove it. Oh, what's that? It's unfalsifiable? Oh, hey, let's do something more productive then, shall we? Like, I don't know, breathing?
So, it would shut up those false prophets and teachers. These Bereans who think that they've heard from the Lord and they haven't.
Yeah, Joe, and you can't prove it either. I mean, I'm all for people having their own fancy belief systems and religions, but don't come at me with, oh, mine is the real one. Well, the other people over there say they have the real one, so what gives? Not to mention there's so many people on the planet who all have different kinds of beliefs about their god, fella. Or lady, you know, I don't know. Did I just assume God's gender? Oh, for fuck's sake, Joe. That's some real basic shit you're peddling there.
There's 2 witnesses that are giving their testimony for the last 5 years, 4 years, and I'm witness to that testimony. And you can find their testimony written in Daniel 7 and 8, and the rest of the book of Daniel, and the book of Revelation. And if you want scripture
One Mississippi, two Mississippi. I have no idea what this song is going today. You know, I know, we know, everybody knows around here. Maybe we should sing a song about this. No one really cares about your babbling. When are we gonna stop with this nonsense? You're just gonna go on there, Joe, aren't you?
So what I'm saying is, if you want their testimony, go to those books and read and listen to what those guys wrote down. Because they describe visually rockets flying up to the host of heaven and casting the stars down, specifically dragon.
Uh-huh. Sure they did, buddy. Sure they did. It's kinda interesting that they call it the Dragon at SpaceX, right? Ooh, isn't that convenient? Oh, come on, man. You're better than no, you're not. Oh, hey, I was expecting that.
SpaceX Dragon, which is literally the ruler of the darkness of this world. There's no argument for that. It's not NASA, it's not ESA, no, it's SpaceX. They have dominion up there. I guess the space station does too. But
oh my god. SpaceX is just a privately owned company that sends up rockets into space for other companies to send their satellites into space. There are multiple space agencies also making use of them. European Space Aviation has their Ariane rocket. Now, my personal favorite is of course JAXA, just because it sounds awesome, which stands for Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. And do you even realize what ISS stands for? It is International Space Station for a reason. It's an international endeavor.
this thing with coronavirus, if we find that it's something that affects people, some people, and it doesn't affect some people, which I have the idea that we might find that out. We might start seeing people that have been hanging out together, and one of them has it, and the other one just doesn't catch it. And it's going to come down to their beliefs, and whether or not they are a servant of God, or whether they have a father of lies.
Wow, really? So you're basically one of those old medieval people who think illnesses are demons. Oh, get in our century already. Not to mention, people can still catch the virus, but don't show any signs if they have a natural immunity to it. It's basically SARS 2.0 and MERS. It's a combination of those two viruses. It's not the flu virus. It has an overlap with SARS and MERS. It has nothing to do with angels and demons being inside a person fighting it out. I mean, you could call it an upgraded version, because it seems to be easier to spread around. And it usually goes after the weaker people. You know, elderly, people who already have a bad immune system. Those are the people who need to look out for this stuff. But no, that doesn't fit your narrative of angels and demons fighting inside a person. Fuck off. Centuries of medical development. And here we have Joe in his car driving around talking about demons and angels. And oh my god, you are basically living in another time period. Why are you driving a car? They didn't have those back then.
And it says fire and brimstone, and like there's a lot of things. Hail falling from the sky, big heavy hail. These kind of things are not going to affect a certain group of people, and that's the people that believe. Did
you just say that big hailstones, the size of baseballs, if they fall from the sky and you have the right belief, they won't harm you? Did you just say that unironically, Joe? Really? I'll be right back.
The people that believe the word of God and haven't rejected the truth that came into the world about 5 years ago. Flat Earth.
Sometimes I wonder why I walk back here. But hey, I'm outstanding in my field.
You know, what if we find that coronavirus isn't like, passed along from person to person only? What if it just shows up, and he's like, well, someone's been living in the boundary waters, far away from people, and doesn't have contact with anyone. There's no way they could catch it. And I said, well, that's where belief comes into it too. I believe the book of Revelation, what it says at a certain time, what it is, the spiritual things happening there is, I don't know if there's spirits or angels or whatever.
Alright, and here I do officially apologize to you Spiffys out there. This guy rambles and, he doesn't really get to a point. I spat him up, and he constantly keeps talking about unrelated nonsense. Carry on, Joe. Let's finish this real quick, shall we?
Revelation, it says, that when they torment them for 5 months or something, that it would be only the people who didn't have the seal of the living God. What I'm trying to say is that I think we can be healed, or we can be sealed with the Spirit of Truth or the Holy Spirit right now. Right now, you can make a choice to read the Word of God, check out Genesis, read it, and either believe it or stay on Satan's globe.
So yeah, I did skip a whole lot of that religious babble about him being more knowledgeable about the scriptures than people who have been preaching this their entire life in churches. So, you know, I don't care. There's a word for this. It's on the tip of my tongue. Something about cool story, bro. Also, I'll tell you right now, Flat Earth has been debunked eons ago, millennia ago. So no, it's not something from the last 5 years. It's just that people have stumbled across it through the internet because it is easy to get on the internet, and then you get people like yourself there and similar to believe that the Earth is flat. It's not flat, mate. It's not. And there's so many videos, on my channel even, where I just rip apart your little ideas. And there's people who do it even better than me. Except, I am spiffier about it. Heck, just watch my video, Flat Earth is Dead. I basically slapped all my sillies around with all their claims. And you know what? It was extremely easy, because it is really basic shit.
If you're gonna stay on Satan's globe, I just have to say there's a much better chance of you dying from pestilence than if you believe the truth. So, there you go, that's where I'm at.
Hey Joe, buddy old pal, you do realize you also live on Satan's globe, you know why? Because that is reality. And Satan, you gotta prove he exists too, just like your god fella. The entire god claim debate is a nonsensical debate because it is entirely unfalsifiable. And unfalsifiable claims are worthless claims. So, have fun with that.
The plagues don't happen to the people sealed in their foreheads with the seal of the living God.
And that entire sentence was non-content. It's pretty amazing. I gotta hand it to you, Joe. It is pretty amazing that you basically say an entire sentence that has absolutely no meaning with such conviction. But that's not something to be proud about. And you know what, Joe? That might be an unintentional rhyme. Or is it?
And I think how that seal happens is simply believing the truth that came into the world that nobody believed. Nobody believed it, but now there's millions of people that believe it and know it. Because when you believe it, there's more that happens. When you believe it, all of a sudden, your eyes are open to the truth.
Yes, and once you believe it, it must be true. If it is on the internet, it must be true. If multiple people in the entire world believe it, it must be true. Except for that teensy-tiny little fact of that's not how it works, Joe.
And that's the Holy Spirit. He will show you things to come. And I just have to say, these are not my ideas coming from Revelation. I got my Bible here. I'm just going to crank it out really quick just to show you what I'm talking about.
And on that note, I sentence you to become a jester in the Order of the Sillies. Joe, or eftupworld rather. I do hope you enjoy your stay. And as always, remember to tickle the bell and all buttons around it, and I will see you in the next video. Oh boy. Bye-bye. Best advice to avoid getting the coronavirus? Do lots of push-ups and sit-ups and drink plenty of juice. And remember to wash your hands and, of course, avoid handshakes at all costs.